Hey guys, Joel here, GreyWolf TV. We are on to our second weekly episode of Fringe. We're on episode 6. Now, last time out, we found out a little more about Olivia and the hallucinations she's having with John Scott. It appears that Walter was aware that this could happen. He told her, "I'm not surprised. Part of his conscious has transferred over to you from when you were in the tank with him, when you were trying to save him." That was back from the first episode. But she's going to have to do something because she can't live a life like this with him just sporadically turning up in her mind and her seeing him visually all over the place. However, at the end of the last one, he kind of directed her and said, "I'll prove it to you that I'm not a bad guy and that I did love you." And he directed her to like an underground lockup of all the cases that he'd been investigating. Now, whether that was him trying to assist the FBI with the cases that he was already involved in, or whether he had his own agenda, we do not know. Maybe we might find out some more in this one. So, this is episode 6. Oh. Hazmat suit?
Where do you live now? Where's home?
I don't remember. They did things. They gave me a red medicine.
Yeah?
They confused me.
Whoa! What? And that was her gone.
All we've been able to determine so far is that they were exposed to high levels of radiation. Curiously, the level of radiation coming from Emily's body is almost 3 times as great as the rest.
She caused it.
She was the source.
Don't know.
Where can I get one of those white suits?
She was sick. Most likely Bellini's lymphosemia. Striped bruising on her neck and upper arms. And what's more curious, this woman seems to have been in remission. 121 degrees. That's counterindicative for a hemorrhagic tumor.
Could I get some of this onion soup? It looks delicious.
Emily was found dead last night.
What? How?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you. We understand that Emily was suffering from a fatal disease.
He knows something.
She's gone into remission.
That's right.
Do you have any idea how that's possible?
Medically, no.
We don't think she ran away. Look at your marks.
So she was being held
I
against
spied that.
That if she had a proclivity for sexual bondage. Scientific observation, not a judgment. Some of my fondest memories.
Oh, Walter, stop. Wherever that's going, it's just wrong.
Listen, I know you don't like to celebrate, but happy birthday.
Ah.
Ken Williams?
Oh, that sucks.
Olivia Dunham.
What's happening? Please don't hurt me.
Some of these experiments are horrific.
The last one was a test. This one counts.
I found traces of radioactive isotopes
Wow.
cesium-90. I believe that these microscopic capsules are designed to release just the right amount of radiation at specific times.
My point is, if this is part of the pattern, what if these people aren't just experiments? What if somebody is preparing for something?
They became such good friends.
There you go. Why did he lie? Is he involved?
Why'd you lie to me, Mr. Williams?
Yeah.
We tried radical therapies normal doctors wouldn't touch. 3 months ago, we found the cure.
Time-release radioactive capsules.
Is that my Bellini's medication?
We know that this makes you better.
But also turns you into a microwave.
But this he's special.
Ken Williams told us everything. What we don't know is who else was involved.
I'm not responsible for this.
Drug company.
Dr. Patel?
He's just picked up a gun.
Drop it! I swear, it was only supposed to be updates.
Dr. Patel,
I'm a doctor.
put the gun on the ground now.
Do you want a name? David Estabrook.
Oh, God.
I don't work for Baxo, but I do know a colleague of yours. Dr. Nadeem Patel.
How is Nadeem these days?
These days? Dead.
Sorry to hear that.
Not as sorry as I was to watch it happen. So is kidnapping and murder, and it's Agent Dunham.
Tell me, what did you hope to get out of this conversation?
I already got it.
Are they seeing if they can find somebody who can control it?
How's it going?
She's almost ready.
And the capsules in her bloodstream, they can be triggered remotely?
Everything's as requested.
Oh no,
She'll be
they're
safe and
weapons.
ready for transport by morning.
I'll call the client and schedule delivery.
I had a stepfather. When he drank, he'd accuse my mom of seeing other men, and then he'd hit her. Then one day he beat her really bad and broke her nose. I was 9. He stormed out of the house, got in his car, drove off. And then I hear his car. He's turned back around. He kept a gun in the drawer, near his bed. When he opened the door, I pulled the trigger. Then I pulled it again.
Holy shit.
And I can still see his face, almost daring me to finish. They took him to the hospital and said that he couldn't be saved, but he didn't die.
They never do.
And then one night he just slipped away. We never saw him again. And every year he sends me a card on my birthday just to let me know that he's still out there.
Oh, that was bad.
It's your birthday today.
Yeah.
That Intrepis is conducting illegal drug trials with human beings. That is a rather bold claim to make.
Where would they do it? They wouldn't risk using one of their own testing facilities. It'd have to be someplace off the grid.
My question is, are you willing to make a bargain?
No.
I give you the exact location you want, and in exchange, I get to come to you someday, and you return the favor. No questions asked.
I have been trying to determine what caused the radioactive capsules in Emily Kramer's bloodstream to burst at once. This is it, asterisk.
Astrid.
Asterisk.
Astrid.
Methyl eugenol is the key. That's what they injected her with. That's why these women were chosen. By itself, harmless. But given their treatments...
Causing all the capsules to burst at once. They made her radioactive.
Yes. Yes. That's it. A bonding agent. That will work.
Peter, if I pull the trigger on this and the information's bad...
It's good. You must inject this directly into her bloodstream, in the jugular preferably.
Uh-oh. Shit, what does that do?
Where is she? Where's Claire Williams?
Agent Dunham, you can't go in that room. The radiation will kill us all.
Oh no, she's just activated her, hasn't she?
The FBI. I know you're scared, but I need for you to listen to me. I need you to come to the door.
Uh-oh.
Claire, look at me. That's good. Now come to the door. I'm right here with you. Claire! Claire, right now,
Come
you
on.
need to jab yourself in the side of your neck.
Come on, just do it. Hesitating for.
Good, Claire.
Then you won't mind coming with me to answer some questions.
Do you honestly see this going anywhere, Agent Dunham? I have a law firm on retainer that charges more by the hour than you make in an entire year.
Then I suggest you get them to meet you at the FBI.
In the litany of charges that I will file against you.
I'm still gonna walk you out that door in handcuffs for resisting questioning. So the press that I tipped off can splash your picture all over the news. You may not answer to me or the federal government, but you do answer to a board of directors when they have their company dragged into the middle of a murder investigation.
Oh, yeah.
I am emotional. I do bring it into my work. It's what motivates me. It helps me get into the headspace of our victims, and I think it makes me a better agent. If you have a problem with that, sorry. You can fire me. But I hope you don't. I know where you got your information. About Claire Williams. What was her price? What did Nina Sharp want in return?
Nothing untoward, if that's what you're worried about.
Peter.
Come on, you don't have to worry about me.
Thank you.
Ah. Birthday card by any chance? That means he knows where she lives. Where she lives. Scumbag. Okay, that was quite an interesting episode. It was Olivia's birthday. Olivia herself, I'm still trying to work out exactly the kind of character and person that she is. She seems very closed off, very lonely. She's very good at her job, and as she said to Broyles there, she does bring emotion into her work. It's what makes her such a good agent, and I agree. It's not weakness at all for her. I'm still trying to work out why a pharmaceutical company would want to do research off the grid, illegal, into human trials like that, at turning someone into a weapon. For what use? I mean, I know pharmaceutical companies branch out into a lot of areas, and some of it's not always 100% legit, but weaponizing a person, to what end? They're not fighting a war. I don't know, that just doesn't make any sense to me, but again, it kind of feels as though it's something to do with this pattern, even though it didn't actually say in that episode. I knew both her husband, the other woman's husband, and her doctor were lying straight off the bat. They had to know something. And once again, Walter devised an antidote, in effect, to be able to block what they were giving her. But to take advantage of somebody with a terminal disease and turn them into a weapon is no wonder why Olivia went after that David, whatever his name was, the head of the corporation, or at least the front man. And the fact that he was so cocky in thinking, I can get away with this. I'm head of a corporation. I've got plenty of money. But the one weakness is the one thing Olivia concentrated on, and that is, I'm going to march you out of this building in front of all the press that I've just tipped off, and you still answer to a board of directors. If nothing else, that was just for that. We didn't get any more backstory on John Scott in that episode. It kind of shifted it away a little bit with it being her birthday and gave us some more info. Her father, or stepfather, obviously a cruel drunk, violent, and she shot him when she was a kid. How old did she say she was? 8 or 9 or something? That takes some severe guts. I can understand how she feels about it, the fact that he didn't die, he just disappeared, and now he pulls this trick every year on her birthday just to let you know he's still there. That's twisted. Right, guys, that kind of was a standalone episode, I feel, just with a little bit of backstory about Olivia, which it was nice to get. Don't forget, if you do want to watch this episode in full, the full-length version, you can watch it over on my Patreon. The link will be in the description as normal. So, until the next time, guys, please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you all on the next episode. Take care.